Woke up today and I chose violence. Good afternoon, everyone. We are in day one of this experiment. Today's date is January 13th, 2021. This is going to be my first time using Muzmatch and Salams, formerly known as Minder. I'm a little nervous going into it, but I am actually a little bit more excited. All right, so this is what happens when I open up Muzmatch. Let's create a profile, shall we? So first they ask, start by giving us a nickname. This is public, but it doesn't have to be your real name. I'm gonna go with Nuna, as in, what do I do for a living? Yep, unemployed is definitely there, but I am not gonna do that. Instead, I am going to say creative person because I am a unicorn. Next up, what is your ethnic group? So part of this experiment actually is, since I am not gonna be the real me, I'm gonna actually play a mixed character. So I wonder if there's a feature for mixed heritage. Yeah, there is. Okay, perfect. And then, what sect are you? Now they need a photo of me. It has to be a clear photo of my face. No sunglasses. That's gonna be a bit of a problem because how do I do it without revealing me? Luckily, we're in the middle of a pepperoni. Pepperonis are haram. I know I meant to say pandemic, but just stick with me here. I think it would be a great idea to actually put on a pow. That transition was a little anticlimactic. Of course, I'm not gonna do it in my glasses because I'm gonna look very recognizable. So I still can't see anything though. I'm not smiling in my selfies. What's there to smile about? It's Muslim men. All right, I also have to do a selfie verification. Oh, okay. So this is a little sus to me. I'm just gonna take off this mask. This is a little sus to me. Okay, let me put on my glasses so I can see y'all better. Not that I know what you look like behind the screen. So this is a little sus to me because you heard about what happened with Muslim Pro and that other prayer app that has been stealing data and has been giving it to the FBI or the American military or whatever. I mean, I get where they're coming from. They're trying to make sure that all these accounts are as authentic as possible. I wonder how this would look though if you were in a niqabi. Not everybody has a round head with a pointy chin. Okay, my arms are too shaky. Alright, you know what? I need my glasses. I can't see anything. Stop moving! Yeah, this is not suitable if you have a shaky hand. Okay, I don't know if I should end up going with this one because this is gonna be sent to the team and they're gonna somehow trace it back to me and I don't know if I can risk that. So, what do you do? If they reject my profile, that would be so anti-niqabi. Let's get onto it. It even wants to know my location. Is it worth it? Let me work. And now, okay, now I have filters here. Age, limit by distance, up to 500 miles away, sure. Limit by country. I'm a little hesitant about that because I don't know, what if my future husband doesn't live in this country, you know? Yeah, I guess no limit then. Sunni, because I'm Sunni myself. Ethnicity, I don't discriminate, so all. High blurred photos, what does that mean? Oh, so I have to pay for a subscription to blur out my photos. I don't want to do the free trial or anything like that. Basic info. Okay, now I can't apply advanced filters unless I pay for the subscription. Lovely. Same thing with height. Marriage plans. Spoken languages. Preferred without children. Stop it. I can't go down to the details for my preferences unless I pay for a subscription. Wait, I wonder if there's some way that I can add to my bio a little bit or if I should wait for that. Oh yes, found it. Okay. All right, so yep, I am 5'4". I have never been married. I have a bachelor's degree. I wonder if there's mixed heritage. Nope. What the heck, I'll say Eritrea. I am a little confused by the scaling on here. Like, what do you mean, like, very practicing? Like, where do we draw the line between, like, very practicing to practicing? I mean, like, I pray 5 times a day, I fast every Ramadan, I eat halal. I feel like very practicing would be, like, you would have to be, like, at Mufti Meg's level. Meanwhile, like, not practicing would be, like, I don't know, like, the F-boys that you see at the masjid that are only there because they want to appear as if they're practicing the deen, but deep down they really don't. I'm gonna say practicing. How often do I pray? I pray 5 times a day. When am I looking to get married? As soon as possible. How do I dress? What's the difference between modest and hijab? Maybe like modest is like you don't wear the hijab, but you still like, you dress conservatively, like you wear loose clothing, you wear long sleeves. Also, can I just say, like, do the brothers get asked about their hijab too? I'm gonna say hijab. I feel like that's honest. No, I don't drink alcohol. And yes, I only eat halal. No, I don't smoke. No, I don't have kids. Would I move abroad for marriage? Yes, because have you seen this country? The riots happened at the Capitol, so yeah, I need to get out of here. Also, like, when are we gonna get out of this pandemic? What are the odds of that happening? So yeah, I would move abroad. Am I a convert or a revert? No. In my own words, tell us more about yourself and what you're looking for.
Wow, that's a great question. I wasn't expecting that question.
No, but I hate when someone tells you, like, tell us about yourself. Like, it's so intimidating. Like, what do you say? I'm just gonna say I like turtles. I also like food, learning about other cultures, and I am proud to be Muslim. Hope we get to something great here, inshallah. Boom, my phone number. Okay, redacted. And they asked for a verification code. Am I done editing my profile? I can add more photos. Ooh, I can also do a status message. Stan Luna. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But also, I'm very serious. Like, if you don't stan Luna, like, what are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna say we're in the middle of the pepperoni. Upside down smiley face. Got it. Okay, job title. I'm gonna say self-unemployed. Employer. Me, myself, and I. Languages. I'm fluent in English, obviously. I'm also learning Arabic. I don't feel proficient in it, so I'll flex like all the languages that like I think I know just to see like how far I can get. Arabic too, and then I can also speak a little bit of French. Is Tigrinya on here? No, but I can't read Tigrinya. Oh, Tigrinya's in here. Tigrinya's in here. But I don't speak it very well, so. And I can't read it either. And then last but not least, I'm gonna say Korean. Okay. Let's get swiping! But before we get started on this experiment, I gotta make some rules. First things first, swipe right on anyone that likes you first. Second, decline to speak first. They swiped right on me, so they have to make the first move. Third, if they don't respond within 24 hours, unmatch. I don't care if they're busy, they swipe right on me, and I am not gonna wait for them. Regardless, start with wa alaikum assalam. Which makes sense, I mean, because like, they'll say hey or Assalamu alaikum first, and I am declining to speak first, so if they ask how are you, just say good, alhamdulillah. You don't have to ask back. Avoid nice guys. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. There are some dudes that might be really serious on this app, but others aren't, and you should go for the ones that aren't. Last but not least, if he leaves you on red for about 24 hours, unmatch, because you do not leave a queen on red. But yeah, let's get started, shall we?
A million swipes later.
I got a 45-year-old on here. Like, I literally made my preferences like early 30s. I think I'm gonna stop swiping for now. I'm gonna move on to the other app, which is Salaams. So when I open up the app, I have to log in. My job is self-unemployed. I don't dream of labor. Oh god. It's okay. I already did this. Upload at least one photo. Data shows that users with 3 photos or more are more likely to succeed on Salaams. But I don't want to succeed at this. I want to fail. Oh, okay. I have to take a selfie for profile approval. So I guess I have to whip this out again. Luckily I didn't take it off. I'm gonna make it cute. Alright. This was actually much easier than Muzmatch. I'm not gonna enable my location. My email, yes. Okay, well, for notifications, I have to be very careful that like I'm not around certain people because certain people are like very judgy, if you know what I mean. Choose a topic. Wow. Okay, these prompts are like, I want to take a moment and like roast some of these prompts. The last time I cried was when scientists said Pluto wasn't a planet. I like this one. What's your stance on pineapples on pizza? For me, it would depend. I'm pretty picky about it, but no one asked. No one asked. Okay. Ooh, I got one. Okay, so what is the best book you've ever read? Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Are you ready? Are you ready? The Quran. Let's pick a second one. What is this? TMI, but you should know that my Fajr alarm is a Britney Spears song. Ugh, Brittany, sweetie, I'm so sorry. What could you give a presentation on without having to prepare? An in-depth analysis on the show Friends. For me, it would be This Is Us. I wish I got my friends into this. Like, they're some of the funniest people I've ever met. I geek out on K-pop. Ooh, I got one. My most irrational fear. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, so my dumb self misread that. I forgot it said irrational, but there is nothing irrational about fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, boom. Okay, last one. Ooh, I have an idea. What I love about my mother. Jannah lies below her feet. Therefore, she is the key to paradise. Boom. That wasn't so hard. Personality traits. Ooh, okay. I like that they give like a list of ideas here. Activist, adventurer, alpha as in like a good leader, or yeah, I'm gonna say that. I am a pretty ambitious person. I do love animals. What? I can't do more? I don't like this. I can only pick up to 5. I'm gonna say hopeless romantic, artsy. You know what's so interesting? I cannot differentiate between hippie and hipster. I'm gonna say fashion forward because my looks kill. I mean, have you seen my Instagram? And if you haven't followed me on Instagram, like, what are you doing? I have to pick 2 more. I feel like I'm all of these things though. Feminist isn't on here. I'm gonna say activist. Because, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you know. Then I have to pick 1 more. I'm gonna say alpha because men need to know their place. Oh my god. Ideal marital timing. I'm gonna say unsure. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Am I right? Yep, family origin, Eritrea and Saudia. Languages, English. I'm also gonna say French. Like, if you were to ask me, hey, say something in French, I would just be like, oui, baguette. I can speak a little Korean, like I can read Hangul, and we already been through this. Is Tigrinya on here? Tigrinya's not in here. This is so anti-Eritrean. And I'm gonna say Arabic too. Height. I'm not super religious. I'm just gonna say practicing prayer levels. Yeah, see, there are no parameters to this, which makes it a little confusing. So I'm gonna say usually. Flavor? I'm not following. Like, is like 1 strawberry and 1 bubblegum? Okay, Islamic priorities. I have to pick up to 6. Ooh, and I like that they have pictures here. Obviously, like, be kind to your parents, kind to animals, social impact, fasting, Ramadan, kind to neighbors. I'll leave it like this for now. Smoking, absolutely not. Hijab, yes. Drinking, no. Halal only, absolutely. Willing to relocate, I'm gonna say anywhere. Marital history, I have never been married. And I don't have kids. All right, that completes that. So profile approval is gonna take up to 24 hours, but let's see what else we can do until then. I will turn off discoverability. Love is blind, folks. Oh, awesome. Okay, so for preferences, I have very basic ones and only show people who meet this criteria. I have a lot of deal breakers though. Like, I'm pretty picky. I guess location doesn't matter. I'm gonna say Sunni, and I can't add more to it, so that's fine. Let's get swiping.
A million swipes later.
I wonder if there are any Eritreans on here. I feel like the chances of Eritreans being on there is like very slim. Oh, whoa, I just, right when I said that, here's one right here. And he happens to live in my home state too. Wait, I know this guy. Oh my god, I know this guy.
I know him, y'all. I know him.
If I swipe right on this guy, I feel like he might recognize me. So So
Sorry to this man.
I wish I could go back to that profile now. Oh man. Oh, I can go back. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so if you accidentally swiped left on somebody, I think you can go back and find them. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna stop here for the time being. This was fun. I'm just gonna wait to see like who would swipe right on me. I feel like until my profile gets approved, then I don't really have much luck. So I will see you next time. Minor update. I cannot get my profile approved unless I show my face. So I guess if I have to go down, then
Got room for one more. Oh, I'm sorry, did I make you anxious?
Day 4. It is the 17th, I believe. After it took a long time for my profile to be approved on Muzmatch, these dudes, oh my god, they were swiping for me. Regardless, I swiped right on every single one. Day 5. I have a friend of mine, she also uses the apps, and she tells me that people who use the instant chat feature on Muzmatch are usually like really creepy, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Also, there's this one dude, creeper alert, he's 29, but he has like gray hair, and like it's not like he dyed his hair gray or anything, like it's like you're aging gray hair, so like 29 going on 50. So today is January 22nd. It's day 9. So I will say though, like it is a little complicated when getting your profiles approved. I had to do like the selfie check 3 times on Salaams before I officially got it approved. So yeah, I was right. These apps are definitely niqabi phobic. I wouldn't be surprised if they were anti-mask either. But yeah, here are my reflections on the first week. Even though, yeah, like I said, well, we're already in like week 2 already, and like, so I cannot do this experiment without sharing the stories that I've had. So this man, he swiped right on me. Of course, per the experiment, my chaotic self swiped right because I love mess. How do I begin to explain like this dialogue that we had that escalated so quickly? Like, I'm not gonna tell you what happened, I'm just gonna show you.
We're in the middle of a pepperoni. I like that. It's hilarious. Emojis, emojis, emojis.
Walaikum salam. And thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Numa. Oops, it's Nuna. Sure thing. Got to appreciate a clean joke. How are you doing? I'm just wondering, Nuna, though I'm at work too, but I can still use my phone. Are you at work too, or you busy?
I'm not working.
Oh.
So you just didn't want to reply?
What do you mean?
I just don't respond right away. That's all.
I'm just joking with you. I understand we just start texting, Nuna. I'm not the type that seek attention that much, but I do feel like we both know we want more about each other. What is the reason why you don't reply right away so I can understand you?
Because I have a life?
Girl, you full of jokes. I have a life too.
Yeah, so don't expect me to respond right away. I can't always be on my phone.
Of course, Nuna. Understanding is very important. Alright, I just got home. If you're up to chatting before bed, let me know, okay?
It doesn't matter. You can just text me when you can.
I know I can text you, but you know it sucks waiting for a reply. It like a one-sided thing.
Again, it doesn't matter. I might not even notice. Again, I don't text back right away, so don't be disappointed.
I know. Alright, fine. I will text you. Don't keep me waiting on, though. Did you have a good day today?
Clingy, lol. And yes, it was alright.
You think that's clingy? I don't really see myself as clingy, though. I think waiting games is just not my thing. Glad your day was great. Really cool you from Eritrea. How many years did you live over there? Eritrea is in East Africa, right? I find East African countries and culture to be quite unique. Has anyone ever told you before that your look is unique?
What does my looks have to do with this conversation?
I like your look, and it goes well into our conversation of me liking East African countries and culture.
I'm not wearing East African clothes.
Does not matter.
I'm not following at all.
Wow. Is it that you don't like compliment? I find you beautiful. Are you following me now?
No.
And then this is the part when things really start to go downhill. Assalamu alaikum, Nuna. I hope you had a good night's sleep. How's your morning going? You alright, Nuna? I haven't heard from you since yesterday. Are you alright? Or did I say something you didn't like? Yes. Dude, are you desperate? Nuna, I don't understand this. Why would you think I'm desperate? Because I send you 4 texts in 24 hours period when I'm trying to get to know you. You sent 6 messages. Okay, 6. I'm sorry with my 6th text. I was just checking on ya. That's all, Nuna. 6 messages in a row. That's borderline clingy. But Nuna, can we not be using the word clingy? I wish I had your mind. I'm jealous of how you went through the whole day without sending me a text just to show interest. Clearly, you have no respect for boundaries. And how can you be jealous? I don't just think life is that busy. Trust me, I have respect, Nuna. Should I push the button? Should I raise the flag? Wait, where? Okay, I'm done. Bye! Yeah, so that was weird. Just like most of the guys on this app. I never want to hear that girls are the clingy ones when these dudes expect me to give them their attention and like just forget that I have a life, right? I'm supposed to just drop everything for you, like this is some dumb movie or whatever. Have some patience. Ugh. On a more positive note though, there was one that I matched with. He nailed it. Like he jumped right in and like he went in with an icebreaker. He was polite. It wasn't weird. We have a couple things in common, which is pretty great. But okay, I don't know how I'm going to break it to this guy that I am actually an imposter. So this actually ended up becoming much easier than I thought. I was gonna get the evidence for you guys, but unfortunately, he deleted his entire profile and now it just looks like I'm talking to myself. He even left me on red too, so that's not very nice. Okay, so week 3 update. So one of the things I wanted to try was the premium version of Salaams, and I actually wanted to sit down and tell you a story on that. One of the disadvantages of using Salaams is you cannot see who swiped right on you unless you pay for a membership. So I signed up for the membership and it was a bad idea. Here's why. So I made the mistake of getting the 3-month premium membership. It said it had 1 month free, so I wanted to try that. The thing is though, they overcharged to the point where even my own bank was concerned. And then I saw how much money they took from my bank account and I'm like, okay, this is not okay. I need to cancel right away. So I canceled and they promised me that they would refund me only for them to charge me again. But yeah, they charged me again and they even claimed that it's not their responsibility to give refunds. So I had to do what I had to do. I begged them. I contacted the source of what took the money from my bank account and I told them my situation. They gave me everything back and alhamdulillah, like I didn't pay a penny for this. So I am in the clear. But yeah, basically I got away with using Salaams Premium without giving them a penny. Also, Muzmatch has a premium subscription as well. I actually decided not to take that one. In the interest of this experiment, I personally don't feel like I need to use premium. Even though they did offer a free week, I'm not gonna take it. Yeah, so it's Muzmatch Gold. Let's see the features here. So with the gold features, you have unlimited swipes, you don't have timers, but it doesn't really bother me that much, except for the ad that comes like every 10 swipes or something. There are daily instant chats. That is a little unnecessary for me. You have the option to change any swipe and unblock anyone. For the purposes of this experiment, I don't think I need that feature either. You have a profile boost, which gets you a free weekly profile boost and can be seen by 30 times more people. There are advanced filters. Could be helpful if you're actually looking for a partner. You also have the option to filter out blurred profiles. You also have the option to rematch with somebody. I mean, so far in this experiment, I haven't second guessed who I unmatched. It doesn't seem necessary. You can also reset your swipes every month, and you also get a VIP badge. Honestly, the badge seems kind of irrelevant to me. And I hate that like every time I close out of it, the ad for the free trial of Premium Gold. Honestly, this ad is annoying because it's just giving me, you know, that one auntie or uncle that like gives you food even though you tell them you're not hungry and they're like, no, have some more, try some. So the gold membership is a no for me. Another thing I wanted to mention is the boost feature. So with the profile boost, your profile is seen by 30 times more people. That means like you're more likely to be seen and you're more likely to get swiped. I used it once by mistake. I accidentally pressed on that because I just wanted to know what it was. And then it set a timer for 24 hours. And I was like, oh my God, what did I just do? And this was gonna like screw up the experiment. Like I put my phone down for like an hour or something, and then the next thing I know, like over 100 people swipe right on me. Luckily though, it's easy to tell like who swiped on you because your profile was boosted rather than like just like swiping right on you because like they just happen to see you, not because of the boost, if that makes any sense. So I know part of the rules was I cannot swipe left on anybody that likes me, but it is not realistic for me to swipe right on over 100 men. So I did swipe left on those that wanted to instant chat with me and was only here because they saw my boosted profile. So sorry, not sorry, but but yeah, I would not recommend the boost. But other than that, week 3 has felt like week 2. Yeah, a lot of these men are the same, and it's just like, honestly, this is getting really boring. I cannot wait to delete these apps. Also, another con with Salaams is when you see who likes you, it is like a long list of people. And that kind of messed with the experiment a little bit because like I have to like every single one of them just so I can like pick my next target. And it really messed with the app to the point where like sometimes I'll have to refresh the page or I'll have to close out of the app and then open it again, and it's just like it's a headache. Like I cannot get to everybody. I cannot wait to delete these apps. I'm done. Like I'm done. But yeah, I'll be back again soon with an update, and I can't wait to conclude this experiment. Woo woo! Why is it that on the last day of this experiment, Muzmatch decides to make me do yet another selfie verification? So today is February 12th. Hopefully this will be up by Valentine's Day because that was the goal for this video. I thought I would conclude this experiment with some reflections along with some advice. So this list is pretty long, but I wanted to start with the unsolicited advice for the dudes on these apps. First things first. Stop introducing yourselves. We know how to read. We can see your profile. Also, like, can some of y'all read, please? Like, I'm tired of telling y'all to look at my profile. It's the same thing, like, every time. Like, oh, where are you from? Doesn't it say on my profile? Oh, what is it that, like, you like to do? Doesn't it say on my profile? Hello? I mean, if it's, like, a technical issue, like, I understand. But other than that, like, you need to read the profile. I don't have to explain myself again and again. Another thing is you don't have to address who you're talking to by their names. We know our own names. It's so funny because every time I get called Nuna in these chat messages, it's like I'm being yelled at. In my head, it's like, Nuna, 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 Nina, Nina. If you know where that's from, go treat yourself to a cookie. And also, dude, please do not ask right off the bat if we're a virgin. Okay? That's inappropriate. Yeah, nasty. And it's also none of your business. And like the golden rule out of all of this is like, if you would not say it in person, then don't say it over text. Like, did your mom ever teach you that? Or if you saw the skit that I did in this video, you should know by now, don't be clingy. If a girl doesn't respond, wait. Don't double text. Don't overdo it. Wait. Sabr. I don't know why y'all even bother, but like the moment we match, why do you have to enable calling? Like, dude, wait, how about you actually get to know us first before you decide, oh, I think I want to take it to the next level. Also, this is a really weird time for you guys to ask, but like, why do you have to be like, oh, when can I see you? Read the room. We're in the middle of a pepperoni. That's haram, boy. Come on. Are the fobs listening? Are the fobs listening? Because I got something to say. I got something to say right now. If you are looking for a wife on these apps so you can get a green card, it's a red card for me. I mean, I can see how scary that might be, but like, please don't use women like that. Come on. To all the boys that actually use these quote-unquote dating apps, okay, have a reason to actually swipe right. And here's a challenge. Don't make it about her appearance. When a girl asks you, like, why do you like me? And you say that it's because she's beautiful, you lost. What about her personality? What about her commitment to the dean? What about something you both have in common? But of all things, right? Because she's beautiful. Come on, y'all. So I'm assuming that most of these dudes on these apps are Muslim. So unless you have a valid reason, please refrain from saying mashallah. Like, some of the reasonings I have gotten are really pathetic. If this is the first thing that I see on your profile, stop it. Get some help. If you're here for reverts or you fetishize a particular group of women, stop it. Get some help. Question for the ladies watching this, like, how much do you want to bet that these guys have actually never seen a therapist? Maybe it's just me, but like, can you stop it with the pickup lines? It's not a cute first impression. It's just really weird. I mean, ladies, if you like it, that's fine. Good for you. But most people I know don't like pickup lines. Ugh, I sound like a complete sourpuss. I also really hate it when strange men call me pet names like honey, dear, sugar, flour, salt, butter, etc. No girl is flattered when a strange man calls her those names, so please don't. Another major important don't give out your number. How about, instead, I don't know, give me your bank account info so that, like, I can charge you for the headache y'all put me through. Also, I don't owe you my number or my social media handles. How about you actually get to know me first? If I want to only talk to you on these apps, then I will only talk to you on these apps. Don't push it, okay? Honestly, what is up with guys and, like, them giving girls their number before actually getting to know her? Last but not least, this is certainly the most important one. Be kind, okay? Alright, so that is all the advice for these dudes on these apps, and now I'm gonna move on to my feedback in case any of the developers are watching this. Muzmatch, I'm gonna start with you. I saw what you said on your Twitter account. Caught in 4K! I don't know why you had to use, of all things, Kanye West lyrics when referring to our biological clocks. Also, sorry I offended you is not an apology. I mean, I get it, you were trying to be funny, but like, that wasn't funny. Don't apologize for us getting offended at the joke. Apologize because you made that joke. Does that make sense? Also, just an idea, but maybe actually get a black social media intern and pay them well instead of pretending to be black to appeal to black Muslim Twitter. Your marketing could be better too. I'm not saying that you need to make an Oscar award-winning ad, but like, what in the heckaroonie is this?
He used to be haram, but I made him halal. Ladies, download Muzmatch today.
And about your in-app ads, try saying that, in-app ads. Stop acting like an annoying auntie or uncle when promoting your gold membership, okay? No means no. Last piece of advice for you, maybe learn something from the hashtag MuzmatchesGhetto and the other social media accounts that have been making a complete clownery out of you. Going back to the apology that you made, the main reason why it didn't sound like an apology to me is because where's the accountability? So basically, if you want to improve the app performance and marketing or whatever, maybe actually listen to the negative feedback and criticism because it might help you a little bit. And moving on to Muzmatch 2.0, I mean Salaams. Oh god. When someone unmatches me, I actually want to know why. Instead, when they unmatch me, I can't go back to their profile and our chat history is completely erased. That can be a problem because what if I need to report them, but I didn't catch the evidence on time? Please fix the like me page, not just the bug with scrolling, but like just like make it free, period. Because I should not have to keep swiping through dudes to see like who actually liked my profile. Also, you just announced it. Why do you need a gift card program? Like, it just sounds like a really rude present. Can you imagine? Like, it'll be your birthday or it'll be Eid or something. Or I don't know, to the class of 2021, I'm sorry to put this on you, but can you imagine getting a Salaams gift card on your big day? Won't that feel like a slap in the face? One more thing, just like your competitor, you need to step up with your social media game because your Twitter is just... Also, same piece of advice I gave to Muzmatch, maybe actually like listen to those that had bad experiences on the app instead of just being like, oh, sorry, we'll take care of it. Like, no, like actually take that into account and use that as a way to perform better on your app. I hope that makes sense. Now, to the both of you, how about you actually take a look at each other? You have the same colors, you have similar features. This one's really weird, but like Salaams used to be called Minder, right? So like Minder, Muzmatch. The resemblance is a little uncanny. I can imagine you two looking at each other and it's like that Spider-Man meme. Jokes aside, you both should reevaluate your mission. This is definitely the 21st century way to find a spouse, but maybe rope in an imam or an expert on marriages in Islam. Are you really a dating app or maybe a marriage seeking app? I mean, I get that like calling it a dating app is like better for a lack of a better term, but that's not what it's supposed to be, because in case you didn't know, I'm sure you know this, I hope you know this, you cannot date in Islam, so why call it a dating app? So just something to take into consideration when branding your image, I guess. But yeah, that's all the feedback that I have on both of these apps. So to reflect on the near 30 days that I've had, I mean, I've said it since the beginning, but these are not for me. Maybe I'm just old school, I don't know. Mashallah, like I've heard some success stories, but honestly, that's not for me. My reasoning is that not everything can translate via text or via phone call. In person is the best way to get like a full experience of meeting someone else. I get it, like we're in the middle of a... Let me think of one, hold on. We're in the middle of a pandemonium. Like some of us are at the age where we should start looking for a spouse, but not for me. You wanna know how I wanna meet my future partner? I want what Riz Ahmed had, okay? I don't care what y'all think, I don't care what y'all say. Like meeting someone in a cafe by accident is much better than through these apps. And even as I was conducting this experiment, I was like, this definitely sounds like an episode of Black Mirror. I keep forgetting the name, but like, I'll like put it right here. The themes in that episode are probably vaguely similar to how you find a partner through technology. But yeah, I would rather be single for a very long time instead of finding my partner through these apps. Like, I absolutely love being single. In fact, I even made a video about it. Like, if you haven't seen the video, like, you should go check it out. It's also another video I think you should watch on Valentine's Day. Well, I mean, if it's not Valentine's Day when you're watching this, maybe like all the other 365 days in a year. But yeah, that is all. Time to delete the account. But yeah, we did it! We finally got to the end of the experiment! Woohoo! Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching! Inshallah, hopefully, maybe I can come back soon with some more videos. In fact, like, this was probably the first one of the year. Well, it's good to be back. But yeah, take care, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!